Jones, red corner. Checco, blue corner. If you get them mixed up, Jones is in, for some unknown reason, leopard print shorts. And Checco has a mohawk. Perhaps that would be... What is Craig Jones wearing? And why is he wearing it? Okay. Checco on top. Craig Jones made sure that. Came right out and sat down. Craig Jones loves the half guard on one side. And he loves to start looking for arm drags and sweeps on the other. Checco is the bigger of the two. Checco is the stronger of the two. I mean, in all fairness, he's a very strong guy. It's not like I ever saw him on the pull-up bar against each other, but you can take one look at him and come on. And Checco's rough. Checco is a very mean, very aggressive. He's a very kind person. He's a very mean competitor. Craig Jones has found a way to essentially reverse the situation here. I don't know that I can call it a sweep, because it looked like this was more Checco looking for offense. But either way, Jones has come out on top. We don't see Craig on top very often. We really don't see a lot of Craig Jones's top game. I don't think Checco likes this position. I think he's found something here. He's not liking the feel because it looks like he's holding on, waiting for Craig to try to move, and then he can move from there. Checco's starting to intertangle some legs here of Craig. Wouldn't that be an interesting change of events? And Craig's starting to go below the knee. Craig's starting to stretch now. Look at Checco's defense. Now that was interesting. He grabbed his own foot. He grabbed his own foot, pulled it to the bend of his knee, and then hit it. That was great defense by Checco. Now, Craig's got to try to untangle this, which he's succeeding on doing, but he only has to do that because Checco tied it up in the first place. Main event will be next. That will be the tournament finals. The winner of the tournament is going to get a check and an opportunity to face the winner of this match. Look at Checco now. Checco's still hiding this foot. He's even grabbing it with his own hands. Now, this I haven't seen this. Craig has to have control of that foot, and if he gets it, bad things happen. Checco covered his foot by grabbing it with his own hands. Wow, Checco, I mean, that's a really big deal. Checco just shut down a fresh Craig Jones in Craig's biggest offense. That's a big deal. The only one we've seen able to play footsies with Craig and come out with both legs is Wagner. Looks like Checco studied that match and learned something. Now, Craig's looking for a Darce choke here. He's not deep enough. Notice how his fingers are on his forearm. His fingers should have to be on his bicep. See how his fingers are on his forearm? He's going to want his fingers all the way to his bicep. Tries to take the back. Checco rolls. Gabriel, such a good competitor. Craig Jones on a full mount. I'm interested here. I think Checco's trying to show him. I'm not really sure why, but I think Checco's trying to show him. In MMA, I'd have some opportunity there on you, Jones. But this is not MMA. Much like boxing is the striking component of MMA, submission grappling is the grappling component of MMA. I'm enjoying seeing Craig Jones on top. He started to transition. I think he would like an arm bar. But I'm enjoying seeing him in this position because we don't see it a lot. Gabriel's coming out. Now, I was telling you guys about the string. Now, Craig's got a guillotine. This is good. This is tight. Notice how Gabriel's trying to get out of it. That means it's tight. The way Gabriel is trying to defend that is right, but there was also an urgency there that he would only have if Craig was in good position. Craig trying to settle in. It's all about, okay, no, he let it go. The way Craig let that go, I assumed there was a tap, possibly verbal. I am wrong. Craig's starting to think, possibly inspired by watching Jimenez earlier. Craig's starting to think topside triangle. I'm not certain what Gabriel is showing us here. Right.
You guys go back to your original corners, please.
Craig not overly amused by the fainting blows to the body. Gabriel's very funny, guys. When he warms up, he doesn't warm up with any kind of groundwork. He hits a little gymnastics and then he shadow boxes. And the ring announcer, Kevin Keeney, walked up to him and said, why are you shadow boxing? Gabe said, got to be ready. Never know if these guys are going to get mad in there and punches start flying. I got to be ready.
You guys ready?
Kevin walked away. Came and told me what he said. I found it interesting. All right, Craig Jones on the back. Craig's going to need to maintain this position. His hips are a little bit loose. But that's the big... Okay, he got the tap. Craig's hips were a little bit loose, and you're playing two different things at once. One is to try to tap the guy, and the other is to maintain control.
15 seconds.
I'm counting that off in my own head. It looked like about 15 seconds. And I think the referee, I just heard him say 15 seconds. I haven't heard that before. I've never heard the referee get an update and then share it with the athletes. And now Gabriel's turn.
Go!
Now all Craig has to do here, guys, just so you understand this, is get away without tapping. If Craig does not tap like that, we are done. The great Craig Jones remains great and unblemished. But I will tell you, it's not because these matches aren't getting closer. Guys are starting to make Craig go to option B, go to option C. I, for one, appreciate that because now you're going to see just how prepared Craig Jones is. Sure, he likes heel hooks. Sure he does. It's not all he has. There's a reason he's the best in the world, and you just saw it. Let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this co-main event by submission, 15 seconds into the top half of overtime round number 1, Craig Jones.
Craig Jones does it again. His last 2 wins were via rear naked choke.